guys, Star Dining Coach Amanda Noddings here, and today I'm going to give you a little quick tutorial on a stupid simple meal that I just kind of whipped together yesterday. I really love it. I think you might too. It's like 4 ingredients, and let's get started. So I started with a chicken breast. Oh, I should tell you, it's a Thai chicken peanut sauce with chicken satay. Really good, right? So I started with the chicken breast and I sliced it up lengthwise. We'll just get right down to business. Let me roll up my awesome Insanity shirt. I don't want that on there. And after I cut it lengthwise, I'm just going to cut it again. And then I'm going to divide it into bite-sized portions, because at the end of this, I'm going to put it on skewers. And I want people to be able to dip it into the sauce easily. So what I got going on here is turning these all lengthwise. Hopefully you can see that a little. And then depending on the width of the chicken, I'm just cutting it long ways into sections. Careful of your fingers as always. You're no good to anyone with blood everywhere, right? And there we go. So now I have it in little chunks, all about the same, about 1 inch, square inch pieces or so. And I put it into a bowl. And that is where I'm going to add some seasoning. What I used was the 21 Day Fix all-purpose seasoning. It's a mixture of garlic and a couple other things. Remember when you're handling raw chicken to be super careful for salmonella. I sprinkle it pretty liberally on there, and I'm gonna mix it up. I always try and use a dirty hand and a clean hand, so I can hold the bowl with the clean hand, stir the meat with the dirty hand. Same with my knife, stays on the clean hand, etc. And once I have chunked it all up, what I'm going to do is take my pan off the stove, a non-stick pan. I'm going to put just a smidgen, a teaspoon of coconut oil in there. And that's what I like. I like the Kirkland Value from Costco. I'm all about saving money. And I'm going to pour this chicken into the pan, right? And then theoretically, I would have the pan already preheated to medium. I like medium because it will cook all the way through, but still leave a little bit of a crust on the outside. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pat it all out flat so it makes, so every piece is covered, right, on the surface of the pan. And also so that there's no spaces, right, so it all cooks evenly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it like a pancake when it's done cooking, so it has that nice crispy edge on both sides. So that's all that part entails. I'm going to put it on the stove on medium and let it cook, okay? Now while that's happening, hold on while I wash my hands, because, you know, we don't want to cross-contaminate here. I know, what a great video where you can't see the person in it, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little container here. You can hear my son, sorry, he's always playing when I make my videos. His name's Elijah and he's 20 months old and he's adorable. So I'm going to take a couple teaspoons of coconut oil, and remember that however much this melts into is pretty much the amount of sauce you have, so it's really up to you. I'm doing about 3 tablespoons, and I'm just going to put it in a microwave safe container and microwave it for 30 seconds. Super simple. And I'm going to grab out my jar of PB2. I don't know if you've ever used this. I use it for my Shakeology peanut butter cups, which I absolutely love. They're super perfect treat when you're craving some sort of candy. Tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but healthier. Hi. You're okay. So what I'm going to do with this, now that it's in liquid form, 30 seconds in the microwave is what that took, is I'm going to sprinkle this PB2 in here, and I'm going to stir it up until it's the consistency that I would want for this dip. So that's all it really entails to make this dip. The other ingredient is garlic, which I season the chicken with, so I don't really need to do that, and soy sauce. And you know, I don't like to use soy sauce, so this is really runny right now, so I'm going to add a little more because I want it to be kind of a creamy dip so you can get the flavor on each bite of the chicken without completely overwhelming it. Okay, sorry for that sharp edit. I had to help my son real quick. So he's 20 months old and over there needing his mom. Anyway, so here's my final consistency. It's a little bit better than runny, okay? And that'll just be a nice light glaze, basically. And then my chicken, in the meantime, has stopped cooking, so let me show you that. So see how it has that nice grilled sear kind of on the outside? That's without doing it on the barbecue. You are welcome to chop the chicken, skewer it, and do it on the barbecue, but I like this for a couple reasons. And the first is that they kind of grill together in chunks like this, okay? So what I can do is I can take my skewer and I can thread this entire chunk on there, and it's kind of more rustic looking, and it's also separated into these smaller pieces even though it cooked together. So what I can do is when I give it to people, I can serve it on these skewers, which makes for an awesome presentation. You can either lay it flat on the plate, or you can, so I have a skewer made, oops, and you can either lay it flat on the plate together, or you can, with a drizzle of this sauce on top, or you can just go for it and put a dipping bowl on the side and serve these all family style in the middle. So when you skewer them, since they're cut into these little pieces, they kind of go together in bite-sized chunks as you eat them. So they'll break off where they're separated, and I really like that. And I like the control of cooking on the stove sometimes as opposed to the barbecue, especially when you have people over, kids running around. It's sometimes easier if life's hectic to be in a controlled environment than outside with the grill where you're running in and out. So anyway, I'm almost done with these. I'm just threading them onto the skewer now. And they're coming off in chunks, so you can see how this goes. And I will just make sure that I have a few of these ready to go so I can show you how simple this is to make these look good. And really, I mean, they cooked such a short time, about 10 to 12 minutes per side to get the sear on a medium high, medium low to medium. So there we go. Here we have them. And I can serve them up all family style on a plate like that with a nice thing of dip. What I will do to kind of finish off this sauce is take some of my favorite Bragg's liquid aminos and a little drizzle in that sauce. You don't want to go too heavy with it, but it will kind of lay on top of the sauce you made like a balsamic, and you can see the color when you serve it to people, and it gives just that aroma of that Thai influence without having soy sauce in your recipe. So there you have it. Beautiful dish. If you want to check out my blog, it's blog.amandanoddings.com, and I will post this recipe with step-by-step pictures and instructions. So if you're more of a paper person, you can find it there. If you'd like more recipes like this or help on your 21-day fix or any Beachbody fitness journey, reach out to me. I'll put my contact information in the comments of this video. I'd love to help you, and it's easier with support. You don't have to do it alone. Have a great day. I hope this was helpful. Love you guys. Bye.